A well-known entrepreneur who came to Nova Scotia as a Syrian refugee 4 years ago is now officially a Canadian citizen.
I thank and I'm so grateful for everyone who supported me along this journey. I couldn't really have reached this dream without the support of my family and without support of and the welcome of Canadians. I'm so proud to be part of this sweet and nice nation.
Tareq Hadhad took part in a citizenship ceremony at Pier 21 in Halifax. After his family's chocolate factory was destroyed in Damascus, they came to Canada to rebuild the business from scratch, forming Peace by Chocolate. Hadhad passed his citizenship test with a perfect score. And Tareq joins us now to talk some more about this. Congratulations.
Good evening. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor.
What was it like for you to be part of that ceremony today?
Lots was going on in my mind. The first thing is how grateful I am for this amazing country for opening the doors and accepting me as part of this big Canadian family. The second is how thankful I am for all the Canadians who sacrificed their lives over the last decades and centuries so that we can have that type of freedom that we are living today, the freedom that I'm enjoying today with my family here in Canada. So I am here to say thank you to them, thank you to their parents, thank you to their children and grandchildren. When I was taking the oath of citizenship, I was thinking about how much adversity and unthinkable moments punctuated by hardships and war and violence in the Middle East that we had to survive, become refugees in Lebanon, and then Canada opened these doors for us. So today was a sweet day. It was a reflection about how this country really welcomed immigrants that are called the new Canadians since they land in Canada.
When you first came, you arrived in Nova Scotia. I know you were welcome there, but did you know then that you would be able to travel this path and become a Canadian citizen? Did you feel confident at that time?
Newcomers and new Canadians, when they come here, they have a path for themselves. When I arrived in Nova Scotia, I had no idea what life is bringing to me. My background is in medicine. My family had a chocolate factory for over 30 years in the Middle East. That was the second largest chocolate factory in Syria. And since arriving in Nova Scotia, we thought it would take us 15 years until we might come back to the business that we love and sharing the message of happiness that chocolate is all about. But really, it took us only a few weeks until we started again in our home kitchen and started spreading messages of peace and love with our chocolate pieces. Until now, we are one of the biggest employers in the town of Antigonish, just giving back to the community that has opened their arms and embraced our family with our culture, with our language, with everything we have brought with us, because they knew that as immigrants, we did not come here empty.
Yeah, your success has been really inspiring for so many others. Why do you think you were able to achieve as much as you have been able to achieve?
Canada has told me since moment one that I am part of this amazing nation. I had the same accessibility to resources as any other Canadian, and the same accessibility to grants and support from provincial and federal governments, community support, accessibility to employment, education, healthcare, only the right to vote. That was it. And I think this is the key for success for all of those immigrants that they come here, is that they are part of the fabric of the community right away. The other key success certainly is the kindness of our beautiful community of Antigonish, a family of 5,000 that we have felt that they become part of our household since we came here. And I think that as newcomers, we kept sharing these messages. We did not come to Canada to take jobs from anyone. We came to Canada to create jobs, to create opportunity for our community and for our province and for our nation, because we did not ask Canadians really anything more than welcoming us at the airport, and they did way beyond that. So I think Canada is continuing to be an inspiration for leaders around the world, and we have seen that in Geneva in the Global Refugee Summit that happened in December, that Canada is sharing proudly and loudly its policies, because its policies not based on chance but certainty.
Tareq, I do have to leave it there. Appreciate your time. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much for having me.